Kasozi.
Roaming around this place,
YouTube, microphone check. Microphone testing 1 2. A very good evening, pool lovers. Welcome to the Kampala Pool Arena. We are right in the heart of the city of Kampala, the capital city of the East African country of Uganda. And the venue is just 1 or 2 kilometers along Entebbe Road, the road from the city to the country's main international airport off Salama Road is the Kampala Pool Arena. On the second floor, the floor houses 8 Super League pool tables, and on one of them is this debacle. Kasozi versus Dog City is not just a money match, it is a battle. In the true sense of the word, they are racing to 21. The consequence of losing this match is $1,200 US. My name to present to you this action in audio and video on 2 streaming platforms, Break and Finish Live Facebook and YouTube respectively. 2 different videos on 2 different platforms with the same exact commentary. Peter Chobe live commentary is resuming shortly. In the meantime, Rashid Wagaba 1, Joseph Kasozi 0, race to 21. Also, please do note that we do have a scoreboard, which is right on the top of your screen. We have the scores for Kasozi on the left in red, the scores for Rashid Wagaba on the right in blue. Once again, they are racing to 21 after that equalizing frame from Joseph Kasozi. It is now tied at 1-1. And the other thing is that out of the 8 tables that the venue has, only 1, 2, 3 are having games on it. The others have been put on hold. No action on them so as not to disturb this piece of action with local and international interests in it. It is a battle. Why it is more than a money match, I will do explain shortly. Managed by Roxbury Management, Joseph Kasozi, as well as Jesse Multi Agencies, 2 management teams with 1 player. Today, he is under Roxbury. They are the ones who are in charge of this battle on the side of Joseph Kasozi. Thank you for taking good care of him, Roxbury Polo Club. Mr. Zach, Mr. Agri, Council Ngobi, and all of Roxbury who are watching this match from Roxbury in Chiwanga and the Bank of Africa, where Kasozi's manager of the day is best, and I know is currently watching. While Rashid Wagaba, the guy on table right now, is managed by the Advanced Talent Agency management team of Steven Sentongo and Akim Chigondo. He's one of 3 players under the agency so far, himself being the very first player that the agency did sign up. Then Lawrence Sengonge, the guy nicknamed Dangote, as well as their new acquisition, and I will say with due respect to the other 2, the biggest acquisition, who is now Caesar Chandiga. Right now, He normally is entertaining the crowds on the tables in Uganda and Kenya and Tanzania and Zambia and South Africa and China, where he is coming from today. He is a very proud spectator at the venue, watching these guys who are sometimes his opponents. In daily life, both of them are his good time friends. Today, he is a spectator. Also, others of the top players in Uganda in the crowd, I can see Ian Kaziwe, meant to have a money match with Ibra Sejemba, by the way. Maybe in a week's time also, negotiations still going on. Do be reminded that Ibra Sejemba did invite whoever is a son of Africa to money matches. As long as the negotiations go right, you are welcome. If you are watching pool, if you are a player of pool, if you are African from Cape Town to Cairo, from Somalia to Congo, if you are African, if you play pool, Ibrahim Sejemba wants to test himself against you. He is so far confirmed to have one money match with the same stake as today, with the same conditions as today. Rest to 21,200 US dollars confirmed with Bwani Kamansur, who is one of his big time rivals. In the meantime, Rashid Waba, the guy who is nicknamed Dog City, is having an early 2-1 lead. Got the name Dog City as a very young boy in his early teen age, around 9 years ago, in the town of Natete, in the city of Kampala, where he was born and raised and bred, and started how to play pool when he was roaming around the town like a dog in the city, looking for places and opponents with whom to play pool. His first-time manager did nickname him the City Dog. Just to make the name a little bit fancy, it was made to be pronounced in reverse. That is why you have Dog City. He first played competitive pool, was signed up first with Capital Night Pool Club as a very young boy, but a very talented boy. And by the year 2017, he was already an accomplished player, helping his team Capital Night to win its first and only senior league title of the Pool Association of Uganda. He was the second top scorer in the entire league, and indeed in the club, also the top scorer of that year, being his teammate Ibrahim Sejemba. Only for 1 year, representing Capital Night only for 1 year. He was signed up by Upper Volta Pool Club, but because of the onset of COVID and administrative reasons within the Pool Association of Uganda, there was no league 2019 as well as 2020. He did go in 2020 to Zambia to participate in a competition which was dubbed the Eastern and Southern African Pool Championships. While he was eliminated in the round of last 16, a tournament that did have majority of the top players in Africa, he impressed and attracted the services of Spice Polo Club in the Zambian Polo League, and they signed him. He represented them for 2 years to return to the country of Uganda. At the end of 2022, he continued his contract with the Upper Volta Polo Club, the club that he is representing up to present date. He has won a number of competitions, not so many official ones, but weekly comps and battles like this one, so many of them. About 9 weekly comps as well as the single venue competitions like the Easter Cup last year and this year, by the way, in Matuga and Portit Kampala respectively. In my opinion, the biggest competition he has won was a 65-man competition that did have the best players from Uganda and Kenya, the V8 pool competition at Rakatak Pool Club in Kisumu in eastern Kenya. In that competition, he did win Lubola Simon, fellow Ugandan, the computer, in the final. He's one of those players who are known as very good long racers in terms of participation, in terms of results in battles. On the negative side, he has lost to Hazard Lukoma in a money match 16-12 earlier this year. He has lost a money match to Jeremiah Green Naido of South Africa in a race to 15-11 earlier this year. He has lost a money match in a very long race to 21 to Ibrahim Sejemba 21-18 earlier this year. But he has also won in many matches. He has taken down Bwani Kamansur 21-17 also this year. He has taken down Ibrahim Kayanja, this very venue, same table. In a race to 16, it did end 16-12 earlier last month. In a money match, he has taken down Kenneth Odong convincingly in a race to 16, 16-10 being the final score, also earlier this year. And most importantly, just about 2 years ago, a race to 16 with half the stake. His opponent was, guess who? Joseph Kasozi. It did end 16-15 after a very hard-fought match, with all the strengths and weaknesses of both players being shown on table, both in the head and in the hand and in the heart. A match that almost went physical at one point between one of these players and one of the fans. I don't intend to tell you who, but this is supposed to be a rematch of action it has actually been too long overdue. These players, each of them doesn't believe that the other is better than them. For 2 years we have been waiting for the action, but I like to say that pool is a gift that keeps on giving. Here is the action. Dog City versus Kasozi Joseph, who, by the way, is nicknamed the sharpshooter, a name that was given to him by his fans because they claim he shoots balls, especially in a long range, perfectly, as sharp as a needle. He became a prominent player a little over 10 years ago with the Rotex Pool Club in the promotional pool league of the Police Station of Uganda. 2012, he did help that club to gain promotion to the senior pool league of 2013. He didn't feature with them in that season. After getting promoted, he was signed up by yet another club in the same league that was called Perfection Pool Club, representing them only for 1 year. 2014, he did move on to the mighty Samona Pool Club, also in the Uganda Pool League, represented with them for 3 years, helping them to win 1 league title. Then, and after Samona Pool Club, 2017, he did move on to Ntinda Giants Pool Club, the team that won the 2018 Pool League with Kasozi as one of their better players. He represented them only for 1 year. Of course, in came COVID. There was almost no league for 3 years till 2022, when he did join Mbali Pool Club, also in the Uganda Pool League. He helped them win the last league that was organized by the Pool Association of Uganda. He's one of the more consistent players that have been featuring in Uganda for the last 10 years plus. He has 4 tournaments of the Pool Association of Uganda, compared to Dog City's 0. Yes. 2016 Kampala Open Championship won by Joseph Kasozi. 2017 Christmas Cup of the Pool Association of Uganda won by Joseph Kasozi. 2023 Grand Open Championship of the Pool Association of Uganda won by Joseph Kasozi, and the 2024 King of the Table Championship won by Joseph Kasozi. For all those respective victories, the opponents that he beat in the final were Geoffrey Setumba, guy nicknamed Fire, and he did beat Caesar Chandega twice in 2 big tournaments. This year, the Police Station of Uganda has organized 2 events so far. Tournaments, that is, the Grand Open as well as the King of the Table Championship. In one of them, he came second to Habib Sebugozi. In the other, he became first. And he is currently leading in terms of ranking points accumulated this year. He is in pole position to be ranked first. For the year 2025, it could be first position for the very first time in a long career, which is still ongoing. He is currently registered as a player with the Roxbury Pool Club in Chihuahua. Not only are they his club, they are also his management team. His bid of $1,200 was given to me by manager Zakaria, also of the Bank of Africa. And I know he is watching at his office. He's interested in the victory. If he wins, the money will be for Kasozi. A very good early lead by the guy who is on table right now, nicknamed the Dog. In the city, leading 4-1. In my opinion, he starts off as the slight favorite. There was an opinion poll that was run on Break and Finish Live Facebook about 4 hours before the match. And out of about 700 people who were predicting, about 400 of you did think that this guy, Rashid Wagaba, the Dog City, would emerge victorious. Whether or not it was true, we shall learn in the next 3 or 4 or 5 hours, depending on the speed of these guys. The umpire of the match is Fred Molinda, one of the seniorest umpires of the Polo Station of Uganda. He's the guy that officiated the final of the car competition, the National Open Championship of the Polo Station of Uganda last year, when Caesar won against Hazard Lokoma. As Dog City is in attack, if you're just joining the stream, he leads 4-1 against Joseph Kasozi in a race to 21 for $1,200 here at Amigos Pool Arena in Kampala. In Uganda, live commentary is resuming shortly. He's one guy, Kasozi Joseph, who sometimes is not fancied so much by many of you who are always watching, but a guy that is so confident in his own abilities to take down whoever it may be. He's pulling one back here. 4-2 Dog City is now in the lead. Some of the last many matches in which Kasozi has been a player. A 16-12 defeat to Caesar Chandiga. He doesn't have a good record by the Kasozi, and by his known standard and ability. I will even say the record of his in money matches is not just good, it is poor. If I can try and recall from the last 3 years, I do remember a 16-12 defeat to Ibrahim Sejemba, match that was organized at Pacify Hotel. 21-11 in defeat to Wanika Mansour, a match that was organized in Entebbe at Eden Yard in a race to 21. He did lose to one of the best players on the continent today, Kelvin Mkandu Fikoti in Zambia. 9-6 in a race to 9 against Ganda, and also 16-10 against the same Ganda in Kampala. The first one was in Bulawayo in Zimbabwe. He did accept to be head started with +3 against Mansour in a race to 21 for $1,200 mid last year at Tickles and Giggles in Kampala. 21-14, Kasozi won, and even if we are to not to factor in the 3 games with which he was head started, he would still have won that match. That is one of the best performances he has had in money matches. Also in Zimbabwe last year, he did take down Blessings Bibido in a race to 11. It did end 11-8 at Queen's Sports Club, yes, in Zimbabwe. Some of his victories, which are few by the way, and far between compared to defeats, so he has a score to settle here, Joseph Kasozi, and yet he's up against one of the best long racers in Uganda. A very determined guy, very skillful, has the game discipline on the table. He has one way of playing, but he can become a menace to any of his opponents. He will not be a menace by missing a black ball as easy as that one of the misses that will always be unbelievable when it's a player of Dog City's level. He became too complacent. He thought it was done before it was dusted. He's about to learn that it is never over until it is over. As long as Kasozi Joseph makes this clearance of now 6 yellows, and to a player of his level, you think that he is now in favorable position to pull a third back. If he wins this game, I will say Dog City has lost it before I say that Kasozi has won it. Nonetheless, he has an advantage here, the sharpshooter. There is a monthly comp tomorrow that is happening at the other Amigos. There are 2 Amigos bar venues under the same management. The one where we are is actually called the Kampala Polo Arena. And then the other original Amigos is in Kansanga, about 10 minutes away from where we are. And it's where we are having a weekly comp tomorrow, so expect more live action from around noon up to around 10 p.m. with 32 players in participation, including these 2. Here is the sharpshooter trying to shoot them balls sharp. He has the confidence to go for a long range shot. Maybe a player with less target would have fancied to bring the white ball a little closer, but that is not Kasozi Joseph, because he knows that he can deliver. Even though he has to shoot from range, he will be up against the black ball for the third time in this match, shooting diagonally to the corner pocket top left, and shoots and sinks and pots and gets adulation from the fans as he pulls a third back. Joseph Kasozi 3, Rashid Wagaba 4. And may I shout out my greetings to you. OBS WBS seems to support Kasozi, Alex Mochache Nyarabi. You think that Dog City is becoming a little bit careless? I don't think he's careless, but for a moment he became a little bit complacent, especially that last frame, David Makumbe. Thank you for watching. Last Tawia. You think that Kasozi can play pool and some people become pregnant? That's funny from you, eh? Titus Zimanya, thank you for watching. Arnold Mlambo asking if Caesar is wearing a black jacket. No, from where he is watching, you cannot see him in the camera position, whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. Abel Kaninga, thank you for watching. Dama Emmanuel Musonza. Dama Firi. Donald Chikomba should be watching from Zambia. As Dog City is attempting to right his wrongs, especially how he did lose that last frame, which must be very painful. Watching from YouTube, thank you for watching. Simon Dax supporting Kasozi Pashkar Rotaya. Also seemingly supporting Kasozi. Good evening to you, Swale Sanjiumva. He's always roaming between Kampala and Kigali. He works in Kampala, but normally loves to go to Kigali to check on his ex-girlfriend. I don't know why you like to behave like that, Swale. Johanna Gomesiza, Robert Rutaisere, Alfred Sekandi. King, thank you for watching. You think Kasozi has in him what it takes to win this match? Ashraf Kawaya, welcome to the stream. Rain at Kibet. You think that Kasozi is a fighter and you think that his fighting spirit will get him through this victory? Tabo Matlang, thank you for watching. Uploading the sharpshooter's previous performance. William Zach Kingman. Robinson. Chidega Kenneth. I can see the arrival of Rashid Motesi, one of the better players, the ladies category, here to watch. His good friends, not very good friends with Joseph Kasozi, as is her elder sister, Rukia Nega. Very lovely piece of skill from Dog City, that one. Sometimes these boys just play one shot sometimes which can catch you unaware when you are the opponent, and before you know, a bad game can be turned into a good one the very next moment. Just unfortunately for Dog City, even after opening the pocket top right of your screen, white ball is positioned not well enough for his liking. What he will need to do is find a way of potting a ball here. He doesn't pot. He doesn't hide the white ball well enough. Maybe he wanted the yellow ball he played to occupy the corner pocket closest to your screen on the left. In the end, he gets the shot all wrong. Advantage Kasozi to try and make a clearance that will help him equalize in the match for the very first time. These players did hand to me $1,200 and gave me permission and authority to give it to whoever is the first to 21. The match has no time limit, but these are speedy players. I do think that the difference between the start and the end of this match, if it goes up to a decider, will be around 4 hours, meaning that at around 9:30 p.m. East African time, 8:30 p.m. Southern African time, or 6 p.m. in Nigeria and Ghana, we shall be done with this match if it goes to the wire. In the meantime, a single visit clearance from Kasozi Joseph is an equalizer after 8 frames played. It is Joseph Kasozi 4 and Rashid Wagaba 4. Last time he participated in a money match Dog City, he did take down Ibrahim Kayanja, same venue, same table, a shorter race, and half of the money is at stake on the day. It's been quite a while since Kasozi partook in a money match. I think you have to go back about 3 months ago when he was taken down by Kasozi 16-12 in a race to 16 for the last time he did participate in a money match. Dog City and Hazard did have an argument between themselves when both of them and Kasozi and the others of the players of the Uganda national pool team were participating in the Queen's Sports Club annual double elimination company Bulawayo last year. Both of them wanted to be the first player to take on Kasozi in a money match the moment they stepped in Uganda from Zimbabwe. With the Hazard, it took quite a little time because he's so much of a rival on Kasozi. But both Hazard and Dog City, I want to say, were almost fighting between themselves as to who is supposed to take on Kasozi. First, for Dog City, it has taken the better part of the last 8-9 months. For Hazard, it happened way back. But now we have a match, Dog City in some kind of trouble. We will want to have a sharp cut on the second yellow to the corner pocket on the left. There is some space between the black and the jaw. Shot was not accurate enough. Kasozi seems to have a realization that Dog City is a running player, a runner, the guy who wants to run the table. Maybe Kasozi is realizing that he stands his best chance of winning when he lets Dog City do the running. Wait for a chance, utilize it, and pounce. Umpire Fred Molinda agrees with Dog City that he is snookered and is free to play off the caution, which Dog City does. Will he find his yellow? No, he doesn't. It is a foul to visits, serving advantage to Kasozi. Behold, an even bigger rivalry is coming in exactly 12 days. Confirmed. Wanika Mansur, Ibrahim Sejemba. Climax, Kampala. Wednesday, 28th August. Same time, same race, same stake, same pot, but a bigger rivalry. Ibra Mansur. For now, it is Kasozi and Dog City. Both players faster than the two who are taking on each other in 12 days. But both of the other two guys are more accomplished than these two. For the guy that wants to watch rivalries more, the other game is the one for you. For the guy that wants to enjoy fast offensive pool, this is the match for you, and it will be as entertaining as that, as it is now, and for the next 3 hours, as the guy who is nicknamed the sharpshooter is winning a fourth in a row against the city dog Rashid Wagaba 4, Joseph Kasozi 5. I like to observe Kasozi Joseph's performance in money matches when he's up on it. For most of the games, maybe the reason why some of or most of his results have not been so good, he has been having very poor stats. And by the time he starts to come back, sometimes it's a little bit too late. He did have a bad start, but he didn't let the bad start drain on and on and on. He now seems to be on the top of the show. He's won the last 4 and wants to make it 5. As long as he sinks this one in with the amount of potting power, his targeting ability, this one will be a formality. There we are. A 2-game cushion right now, Joseph Kasozi 6 and Rashid Wagaba 4. And also welcome back, guys, for those who are following for the last week, the World Heibo Masters Series, Super Series Bayern Station that was happening in China. Tournament that was won by China's Chu Bingji. Right now, I think he's now the best Heibo player in the world. He has demonstrated it in the last 4 tournaments. I think he has won 2 of them, lost another in the final to Zhao Roliang, but pretty much now the best Heibo player in the world. One of two representatives from Africa is right at the venue. Caesar Chandiga. And these two who are battling it out right now are 2 of the hopefuls to make it to the Heibo events sometime next year, maybe sometime this year. The African Heibo Championships, which will be happening in Marrakesh, Morocco, if I'm not mistaken, on the 30th of October, which is just about exactly 11 weeks away. For Dog City, it is more likely he will. For Kasozi, I don't have a confirmation as yet. But as for Dog City's management team, everything is being done to ensure that himself and most probably Caesar will be in Morocco, not just for the world, for the African Heibo Championships, but also for Ultimate Pool, which will happen first earlier in the month for the very first time by players from the country of Uganda. And I want to pass a special vote of thanks to the African Talent Agency for making this possible. At the end of the day, their activities will be victory for pool players with a big vision to make the players' brands as big in name as is monetarily. Commercialization of the sport, investing in it with the players being the beneficiaries. As time goes by, the Advanced Talent Agency, while it has its own players it's managing, they move to make these players the center of benefit from their own talents. It's not just for the players who are under the Advanced Talent Agency, but all of the players, and not just in Uganda, but for the majority of the major pool playing nations of Africa. And it could spill over to other sports besides pool. Just a move to make sports stars benefit from their talent, and it will be centered on you, the fans of these guys. And how it will be done, the information will be coming to you. This is one of their players, Dog City. After losing about 5 games in a row, finds a way to pull one back. He once led 4-1, and yet he is now down 6-5. Did lose 5 games in succession. Every one of these guys will have their own turn to win a series of games until one will have enough of it. This is a marathon. It is not a sprint. Rest yourselves for a long night. 11 games played. More than a quarter of the match has been played, but it is the bigger part of the match that is yet to come. 6-5, Joseph Kasozi in the lead against Rashid Wagaba. And if you're just joining in, once again, this match is live on 2 streaming platforms. 2 different videos, but same exact commentary, same exact match, and you are watching it in real time, live from Amigos in Kampala, in Uganda. And as a viewer, your first duty is take half a second, just half a second, to like the video. Liking the video is only to help Facebook and YouTube respectively recommend it to other viewers. The more it is liked, the more it is viewed, the more it is viewed, the more it spreads. The more it spreads, the better for these players in terms of their reachability and their publicity. For instance, on YouTube, over 300 are watching, and yet only less than 60 have liked the video. We can do better. On Facebook, over close to 500 are watching, and yet just over 100 have liked the video. We can also do better. Please like on Facebook. You can, if you have many pool-loving Facebook friends, you can also share the same video. Most of the action that I do stream can either be on Facebook or on YouTube. But for games which are a little bit more special, like this one, I do take time to make a double live stream because different people have different choices. Facebook, of course, is the best for the publicization of the sport because it has a better outreach, it has more interaction, and allows for facilities like sharing of videos. YouTube, or for places like Uganda where Facebook, by the way, is banned, is the best because for us to use Facebook here, we have to use it using VPNs, which also have their own effects. They come with more data expenses and consume more battery. The VPNs are also not compatible with smart televisions, and therefore for Ugandans which have to watch on a big screen, they cannot do it on Facebook. So for Ugandans, YouTube is the more fancied platform. For Southern Africa, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Lesotho, Botswana, Namibia, where these games are so widely watched, Facebook is the preferred platform. So sometimes I stream on Facebook, then YouTube lovers ask me why not YouTube. Then when I stream on YouTube, Facebook lovers ask me why not Facebook. So here we are with the double live, but it comes at a cost. Here is Dog City, very nearly finding his red, but he very nearly fouls. It is actually a foul, which returns the advantage back to his opponent in Kasozi. He's a very composed guy today, Kasozi. and seems to have had enough of defeats in money matches. And I like to say that one thing that I've realized from him today, he refused to have the bad stats which you normally have in the money matches drain on and on and on. I did have a conversation with him about 4 hours before the match. I asked him if he was ready, and he says, I don't want to speak much. The table will do the speaking. He did arrive at the venue earlier. At around lunchtime, he was here. Did have enough time filling the table and having some practice on the same table. Then about 1.5 hours before the match, he did leave the venue just to go and have a little bit of refreshment and then come back for a very long fight. And he seems ready by the way he is performing. He seems to have had a very good preparation. He's under very solid management of Roxbury. He also has a different other manager who is called Jesse, that is Clinton Jagwe of Jesse Multi Agencies. So he has that kind of luxury. He can choose who of his management teams takes control of which particular session. They are the people who are responsible for his upkeep, transport, staking of monies, moving him around the world, participating in tournaments. He has been to Tanzania and Kenya and Zambia and Zimbabwe and South Africa. He also nearly got himself to China. He just came a little bit short on the air ticket fees. He had even gotten the Chinese visa to participate in the World Heibo Championships. I do think that in the next time of asking, he will have his homework done more correct. Same thing to Dog City, has even more solid management of the Advanced Talent Agency. He's one guy who has now assured himself of participation in Ultimate Pool for the first time by a Ugandan. He has also participated in the World Heibo Pool Championships last year. He expects a tour of Zambia and Zimbabwe and maybe South Africa later this year. And participating in tournaments as long as his management team are okaying them, whether near or far. This is Kasozi Joseph now trying to extend his lead. He's getting his chances and he's utilizing them quite well. This one is another of them. It will be an easy finish. An easy pot of the black. It is Joseph Kasozi 7 and Rashid Wagaba 5. I have a friend of mine here who normally comes and views these events. He's Nigerian. Every time he's in Uganda, he follows the game while in Nigeria. Every time he's in Uganda, he normally likes to inbox me and then asks for the venues and then finds his way to the venues. He's such a lover of pool and Ugandan pool. Please, your names and something about yourself.
Okay, my name is Prince Don.
Yeah?
My name is Prince Don.
Where have you come from to watch this match?
I've come from Salama Road.
And then where do you come from originally?
Okay, I'm a Nigerian. I come from Nigeria, yeah.
And you really love Ugandan pool?
Wonderful, fantastic.
Who do you fancy to win this match?
Dog City.
Dog City.
Yeah.
You really love this guy. He's down. He started very well. He lost some games in a row. Now he's down. And even your mood I can see is down. Do you still think he will be able to come back against Kasozi?
The race is still big. It's still long, yeah. So I believe he will come back and he's gonna win.
Yeah. So when do you think we shall start to have Nigerian players participating in African competition? Because I know pool is played in Nigeria, and I know Nigeria has a home of talent. Why is it that we are not seeing Nigerian shooters in these competitions?
Nigerians, as I told you before the other time, Nigerians, they play pool. It's not so competitive the way it is here. We just play for fun.
They play casual pool.
Yes, casual pool for fun.
They rather play soccer and run.
Yeah.
And sing.
Yeah,
and act movies.
They believe that we indulge ourselves in what we believe that will yield more money,
Okay.
big money.
Yeah.
That's why they don't fancy this one much anyway. Yeah. But still, there are some few players we have. Yeah.
Okay.
But I believe in times to come.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be more competitive.
I see.
And they might be involved themselves in African games.
The African games like this one.
Yes.
Just set the connection with the organizers of these comps, and you know that it will happen.
I'm not getting it.
Connections with the guys in Nigeria. You connect especially the organizers, with the guys who organize these comps.
Yeah.
Before you know it, something can happen. We really need Nigeria in African competitions.
Yeah. It's very important anyway.
Nigeria is a very important piece of African sport. I hope you know that.
100%, I know.
Okay, thank you for the insight.
You're welcome.
There goes Dog City. That's the best of all clearances he has had so far, especially that third last shot connecting two reds which are different from the white ball, and the pocket indeed pulls one back. That was a beauty of a clearance, and it is now 7-6 with Joseph Kasozi in the lead. Kite fish. In just 30 seconds, I want to have a little discussion with this friend of mine. He's here playing and losing most of the games. He even didn't want to talk to you. Normally, a viewer, he can introduce himself. And for me, first of all, thank you for the work we are doing in Caesar. But you can introduce yourself and then give an insight on this match.
Good evening, viewers. My name is Keith Barnes. Yeah, Team Caesar, Team Chandiga Caesar, the Scorpion. Yes, on this game, these boys are shooting so well.
Yes.
I think they did their homework so well. They are really doing their best.
And I really get what it means when someone from Caesar's management team now says that another player or another set of players are shooting so well.
Yeah, the boys are doing it so well. Yeah. And that's the challenge we need.
Yeah.
We are really so proud of them. We are so happy. And we are also doing our best. We are training. And I'm very sure we shall beat the levels they are at.
All right.
Yes.
The disadvantage that is being denied to Pool is that we can only watch Caesar and Dog City now in tournaments. I don't think they can take each other on in money matches. But do you think we can have something between Caesar and Kasozi? Because I know Caesar has still one or two things to sort with Kasozi.
Of course, we can still play. Even with Dog City, we can play internally. Doesn't mean we cannot play.
Yeah.
We can still rumble.
Yeah.
And for Kasozi, we shall sort them out. We shall sort everyone out. Whoever wants to play, we are ready. I actually saw a poster from Team Ibra.
Yeah.
We are waiting on them. We are really waiting on them.
What I can assure you, Ibra has confirmed the money match with Mansour in 12 days from now. And you guys are on his radar. He's actually hunting for you.
No problem. We are available. You shouldn't hunt. We are very available.
All right. Thank you very much. He has Kasozi to avoid himself getting snookered. That will be a very beautiful shot. This match started with the entertainment. It is still living up to the hype. Supposed to be a very entertaining match, and indeed it is a very entertaining match. And that is what I mean by entertainment. Wow. Pulling further away from 7-6 to now 8-6, the sharpshooter is leading against the City Dog. I cannot see the guy called Yahya, former manager of Mansour. Is at the venue. He was willing to stake his bid of $1,200 on Mansour against Ibra until someone else said, no, it is me to stake. Guys don't fear losing their money. These they just think positively. They do believe that they shall win. A small fee of the equivalent of $1.5 is being charged for the entry, but still about 100 people are at the venue watching. And had it not been for that fee, you'd barely have any space to sit, let alone stand as a fan. Amina Faith Nganda, female captain of the Uganda national pool team, is now at the venue. I can see Mubarak Moson, a player who was at one time a player but on Ibra's management team back in the day, at the venue watching players who are not Ibra. Okay. Laban Ariho, manager and organizer of a weekly comp that normally happens Laban's Arena in Entebbe, is at the venue. But on the table is Rashid Wagaba, the guy who is nicknamed the Dog City, who has just spotted 3 balls, 3 reds on the break. Tricky looking game. A look at the red, which is almost touching the yellow closest to your screen on the left, and a yellow which is almost frozen against the cushion near the top right corner pocket. It is the bit of difficulty for Dog City if he is to go for an apple. Plays red to pot yellow, fails to pot, and leaves an open table as the umpire, Melinda Fred, confirms. He has had a very good record in many matches at Dog City this year, but for this match in particular, things are so far not going according to plan. They even did have an argument between themselves, these guys, before the match started, before we went live, over which choice of cue ball to use, until the umpire intervened and dictated on which of 2 available cue balls they were to use. Also, a disagreement over the starting time of the match. We were late by between 30 to 40 minutes. It was also a cause of disagreement and the exchange between these 2 players. For Dog City, his management team are choosing, I think, to follow the match online. His line manager, Stephen Sentongo, is not at the venue. The last money match in which Dog City participated, he went down, I think, must have been 8-2 against Malva and Makwanza Malova, the Zimbabwean shooter. after 10 games. I don't know whatever Steven Sentongo did say to Dog City, but from the timeout he came back a very different player, and he was able to win that match in a decider 21-20. What a piece of entertainment we did have on that day. By the way, Malva plans to make a second return to Uganda. You guys love to say that I like to spill secrets, then I apologize for spilling them. Okay, sorry for saying that. He has unfinished business with both of these guys and against Ibra. This one will go down as another of the better clearances by Joseph Kasozi in this match. He is shooting quite well. He's playing better. He is avoiding unforced errors. He only had a few at the very start of the match, about 2 or 3 bad breaks. When he got his break right, he is now a very different player. He will most likely be putting this one to the corner pocket top left of your screen in a long diagonal shot, which he does and misses it quite big. And Dog City doesn't believe his luck. I don't think Dog City did believe that he was getting another chance to return to the table. The disadvantage to him is that white ball is not fancy at all for him to make a pot. He will play a safety shot here. Play the red only slightly, white ball bouncing off the top cushion, trying to snooker Kasozi, which he does. Kasozi will most probably respond by playing off the cushion immediate to your screen. He chooses to go for the top cushion. I know the intention now is to pot the black. Will he? He finds his black very beautifully, but misses the pot. But you want to say that because of the space that exists between the black and the jaw of that corner pocket bottom left, it is advantage Dog City. He will surely be making this clearance. He will surely be pulling one back here. And here we go. When it is top players against each other, this sport is a sport of very, very fine margins. Kasozi came so close to potting the black, but you can see how close he is now to losing the frame just after seconds of his previous shot. Dog City pulls on back, and it's Rashid Wagaba 7, Joseph Kasozi 8. They do have the stamina, these guys. It is 15 frames played. They are free to have timeout after 10 frames. I think they will go up to 20 before the first timeout of this match. And it is a little bit commendable. I think even you as viewers, you as fans, just want to watch non-stop action. Maybe the timeout will come in when one of them loses some consecutive frames in a row, which will get him to a big deficit. There has been that miss by Dog City, and Kasozi is trying to act that he has been acting all match long. He has been punishing all of Dog City's misses. Today, in my opinion, he is slightly playing better today, or will I say tonight, the player from Roxbury. His manager, Mr. Zach, is one of those very lucky people. Most of the times when he stakes money, it's always victory. Kasozi has lost a number of money matches before. He has not been the one who is taking. Today, Kasozi is queuing quite better and quite more confidently than his opponent. And there we are. 16 frames played. Joseph Kasozi 9, Rashid Wagaba 7, Sharpshooter 9, Dog City 7, Roxbury 9, Advanced Talent Agency 7. I know that many of you, about actually 60% of you, both on our social WhatsApp platforms as well as on Break and Finish Live Facebook, over 1,000 did make predictions before this match earlier today. And close to 600 of you were tipping Dog City to win. If you can predict again in the comment section, I know that many of you will be changing their minds. Maybe you are being taken by surprise by the performance of Joseph Kasozi. I wouldn't say that Dog City is the better player, but I would say that history suggests that his performances in long races are quite better than Kasozi. His money match performance, his money match results are superior. And I also like to say that despite his management not being comfortable with the racing against Ibra because of the fact that they are teammates at the same pool club, Roxbury, himself as a player has no problem playing a money match against his very good friend Ibra. And there is a chance that one may happen. But still only a chance, no confirmation as yet. They have to be freed by their management team, and if it is to happen, then Kasozi's bit of the stake will have to be raised by different management from Roxbury. Not accurate. That shot from Dog City. I think you want to play off the cushion. Try and put red ball to the corner pocket, bottom left. There we are. Almost spotted it, but almost will not be enough. Advantage, Kasozi. Thank you for watching. Mwanga Victor, you're watching on Break and Finish Live YouTube. Protige, you think the shooter is fading? You think? I don't agree with you so far. Kanjo Sanga, welcome to the stream. Alo Stores, John Kasumba, Nasona Bushira always watching. Kafas Fredo, Brian Heavens, you are asking about what Caesar did win in China. He was one victory away from reaching the prize bracket, which was to start with 2,800 US dollars, which he did not win. He was one victory away from the prize bracket. He did not reach the prize bracket. Pashko Retire, thank you for watching. Uploading Dog City's Break, which you say is more powerful. Kafas Fredo, you think it is Kasozi to win this match? Okay. Innocent Kule, thank you for watching from Mitiana, manager of the Prime Shooters Pool Players Group, normally facilitating them to participate in competitions, the likes of the guy called Fahad Ntambi, amongst others. Same shot, Dog City is trying to play off the cushion. It is not working out. This is a game in which Kasozi is in full control. Andy is a clear favorite to regain his 2-game cushion. Joseph Kasozi. He's shooting quite well and delivering good shots confidently. The table is Super League quality. The balls are Aramis quality. A disciplined group of fans, spacious venue. And the pool is so far winning in this match. Joseph Kasozi against the Black for the 10th time in this match and sinks it in. (10-7), the sharpshooter in the lead against the Dog City. Welcome to the stream, Kabenged Ashraf. It is Kasozi in the lead as you're asking Davis Ahumuza. You think Kasozi is a little bit relaxed and has changed his game plan? Okay. Mambos Vasve, welcome to the stream. Clifford Modiwa, welcome to the stream. Ishmael Balinda, thank you for watching. Tahabwasi Daniel. Junior Mishrima, always watching. Tesla Pro on Facebook. You think that Kasozi is a typical gambler who will snooker you at any chance? The female captain of the Uganda national pool team, Amina Faith Nganda, wants to say hi. Hi, Faith.
Hello, Peter.
Yes, thank you for coming to watch your teammates, at least on the national team. Who do you fancy for the win tonight?
May the most prepared player win.
No, even if they were your children, you wouldn't like them the same, eh? The same. There's one maybe you support or the one you think will win.
I'm supporting both.
There is no way. Please don't tell lies. Eh?
I'm supporting both, Peter.
Okay, thank you for the lies. And thank you for organizing tomorrow's comp. By the way, she's the organizers of tomorrow's 32-man competition. At what time are you saying we shall start?
Tomorrow's tournament is kicking off at 2 p.m. There's actually a big match in round 1. Sejemba Ibra will be facing Hazard Lokomwa in round 1. Games to watch. Do not miss all the action on Break and Finish pages.
All right.
Super commentary by Peter Chove.
Do you have any female participation in the competition?
No, we don't. It's only a man comp, no ladies.
Okay, thank you very much. Eh? He will have to be very composed, Dog City. To win this one, the Kasozi he's playing today is different from the Kasozi who has been playing the last 5, 6, 7 money matches. These two guys have had too many matches. No, sorry, it has been one money match which was played a little over 1 year ago. It was a shorter race to 16 with half the money for which they are playing today. It ended in a decider which this guy, Dog City, won. 16-15, a very memorable match, that one. When it was played, I don't want to give you so many rumors. It had a lot of action on and off the table, some violence. It was a typical battle. It also did have some involvement of the police, the Uganda police, for whatever reason, I will not tell you. Also the local council authorities. The fans of both players were not ready to lose. At the end of the day, the guy who is on table, Dog City, was the winner. It is because of the history of the performance between these two players that now we have a top umpire to make top decisions to ensure that this match ends peacefully with all action ending on table. No local council, no police, just balls being rolled and potted, as is Dog City on the black. Again, he lost his lead. He's trying to play catch up. He's on the black, which he will surely be sinking. And there we are, 10-8. Thank you for watching, Betty Tabitha. For some reason, you are asking in the comment section if Kasozi is married. You say you're asking for a friend. Kasozi is engaged. He's a parent. He's a dad of one daughter. And Dog City is a very young man. He's not yet into those things of relationships. So Betty, please stop it. Shafik Machivi, you think that at 9 p.m. it will be done and you think you will be celebrating? You should be supporting Kasozi, I do think. Kasozi fans think something is about to happen. Dog City will need that long-range target. Most likely he will be potting it just by a tap of the football, not to move it a big direction. There we are. And irrespective of whether you fancy Kasozi or Dog City for this one, I think that everybody is being entertained, and being entertained thoroughly. Some of the action these guys are delivering is top class. First time out of the match. After 19 frames played, Joseph Kasozi leads 10-9. We shall be back with live commentary in 3 minutes. The stream, however, still goes on. Let's be chatting in the comment section. If you had any doubts to which would be a closer match than this one in a long race, you should doubt whether this provides entertainment and competition and stiff competition per se at the same time. Take away your doubt. It is very rare to have 20 frames played and have the scores at 10-10. This match provides exactly that opportunity. 10-10, 20 frames played. sometimes. A little bit of complacency there by Kasozi Joseph. By less than a millimeter, will I say by half a millimeter, could that black have moved a little more? He would have lost that frame. Nonetheless, he retains his advantage. He remains on course to punish Dog City for fouling. And the black it is 5 years to go. And now for all of them in, will I say, perfect space for Kasozi to pounce. Surely he's going 11-10 up. On the worst run of performance I've ever seen from him in one of the first matches in which I streamed with him involved. At the end of 2020, coming to 4 years ago, race to 21 against Bwanika Mansuri, it was 10-10 at one point and then 11-11 at one point, and he did lose the last 10 games in a row. My God. And that's how he lost that match. Today, he is queuing quite in his usual elements and leads 11-10. There was just a little moment when the network did a little bit of misbehavior. For those who are watching on YouTube, always adjust your video resolution when the network is bad. Adjust high or adjust low, and then the picture will stabilize there. Facebook doesn't allow you to adjust your video resolution. So when the picture gets a little bit shaky, you can only wait. But if it gets so shaky, then I can restart. But for now, things seem to have resumed running normally. Right now, many of the guys who are in the fans section at the venue, not online, are actual players. It's always impressive when actual players come to watch fellow players. When it is time for competition, maybe to draw inspiration, maybe to support who is more friendly to them. Farouk Mutumba at the arena, Ian Kazebe at the arena, both the sisters Rukia and Rashida at the arena. Laban Ariho at the arena, Peter Gobi watching at the arena. The guy who is nicknamed the Inozo. Faith Nganda, amongst others. Anywhere between 150 to 200 people are at the venue, and believe you me, it is the Ugandan shillings equivalent of $1.5 which they have had to pay to access the venue. The beauty about that kind of arrangement is that both the winner and the loser of the match have something to win, take home at the end of the day. It is mostly to the advantage of whoever loses the match, because they have something to go home with. They have entertained the continent. Things for the last two frames have not been going according to plan for Dog City. The penultimate frame, he did foul on the break, Joseph Kasozi making a clearance. And yet Dog City has also had that miss. He missed a safety, if there is anything of that sort. Looked not so convinced with himself after that miss. Kasozi didn't respond that well. He will now fancy his chance to find his red off the cushion. Try to snooker. The umpire doesn't agree with Kasozi. Kasozi says he doesn't see the red ball at all. Umpire says you can see it. Dog City is coming to prove and advise the umpire. Actually, a very good piece of sportsmanship from Kasozi. From Dog City, he says Kasozi can play off the cushion because he was not seeing his red, although Dog City is the opposite of the benefactor of that same situation. It is one shot, that one. He can see his yellow. Dog City, if he can pot, you think that he can go for this one. When it is players of this level, expect so many single visit clearances. Once again, tomorrow, a 32-man weekly competition that will be happening at the second Amigos. Live streaming will start at 2 p.m. East African time. Oh, yes, 3 p.m. Southern African time. Yes, 11 a.m. Western African time. There's top quality action right from the first round. Ibra versus Hazard first round, Ivan Kanyesi versus Caesar first round. For now, it is a continuation of the Kampala Polo Arena. Heart of Kampala City. Big miss from Dog City. 5 or 6 of the games that Kasozi has been winning today, it was Dog City making clearances and failing to finish the games entirely, and Kasozi has been pouncing, but that one will be one of the poorest shots that Kasozi would have played tonight. He was going for a defensive safety shot but used too much energy. Finds himself gifting Dog City with a game Dog City had lost hope of winning. Mistakes like that one are not acceptable to senior players like this, and if Kasozi is to lose that match, you think that he will look back at that situation, which Dog City has just capitalized after 22 frames played, 11 apiece, too tight, too contestable, too close, too unpredictable, too tough. But for the eye of the neutrals, it is too sweet. Once again, Joseph Kasozi 11, Rashid Wagaba 11. A long race, I like to say normally it is divided into 4 quarters. The first quarter was won by Kasozi. The second quarter was won by Dog City. The third quarter is still tight and they contested at 1-1. It is now the start of the third quarter. Out of 4, by the quarters I mean the first 4 games, then the first 10 games, then the second 10 games, then the third 10 games, then the fourth 10 games, that is the last quarter. And if it is 20-20 by the fourth quarter, they have one deciding game in a race to 21. I want to upload for most of the performances from Kasozi today. I want to personally say that I'm not so convinced with his performance in long races, and he's up against one of the better long racers in the country. By the way, this guy is shooting right now, Dog City. In a race, he's the only Ugandan to have ever taken down Caesar. The match happened about 3 weeks ago. It was a sponsored race with the advanced talent agencies taking $300, with the winner taking $200 and the loser $100. Race to 16, the Dog City did win that match at Dice Lounge. 23 games played, 12-11. Kasozi in the lead. Lovely clearance that one from the sharpshooter. Can't predict this one. I can't call for a winner. But I want to think that there will come a time, maybe in 5 minutes, maybe 10, maybe 15, maybe 30, maybe 1 hour. But one of these guys will have to succumb to consecutive defeats in terms of a number of games. While the game is neck to neck, I am one person who doesn't think that it will go down to the wire. That is just my thought. I'm not the player. I think one of these players will, at one point, win 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games in a row. And then this match will be decided. It could be Kasozi, it could be Dog City. I don't know. Chance for Kasozi Joseph to pull further away after that very, very big break. Yellow is well spaced. Black packed off the center pocket on the right. It is seeming like a clearance, another from Kasozi. This one has two choices of balls to start with for now to pot. He just got his white ball movement a little bit wrong. And it's just a little bit of a recovery here. As long as he can roll that yellow ball to the corner pocket, bottom right. White ball slightly bouncing off the right cushion and having it in space. The game will be back on for him. He still has this frame in control. No need risking. No need doing something so fancy. There we are. Still fails to get the exact white he was looking for, but I think you can see the red ball closest to your screen on the left. The yellow, actually, sorry, which he gets. In potting the yellow ball to the combination, corner pocket top right, needs to maintain the white ball, which he does. And it does so beautifully because it was a combination shot. And with the roll of the white ball bouncing off the cushion, moving backwards, he probably wouldn't have loved the kiss of the white ball on the black. He will probably catch the black ball still and gets it. Apple, a green one, Joseph Kasozi, 13, Rashid Wagaba, 11. Sometimes when this guy Dog City is a little bit in kind of trouble, I just open my eyes and look on because he's one guy who is never shy at providing highlights. Actually, himself, Dog City, and Caesar are two players with the biggest amount of highlights on my TikTok account, Peter Chobe Live. This one, you may call it one of them or not. Nonetheless, response to Apple. By Apple response to single visit clearance with a single visit clearance. To pull one back, the Dog in the City up against the Black for the 12th time in the match will surely be sinking in. The Black, which he does, and pulls one back. 25 games played, Joseph Kasozi 13, Rashid Wagaba 12. And what a match. What a match, what a contest, what a battle. Epic and contested. They are silent, the players. They are not speaking to each other during the match. Only momentarily do they speak with the umpire, but there's a lot of beef, and the beef only on the table, just on the table, between themselves. Yes, they want the money, but I know that both of them wouldn't stand the likelihood of losing this match. They are both now seeming to be getting the breaks very good. They are getting the clearances very good. They are not yet fatigued. They are just entertaining us the way that we would love them to entertain. Personally, while it is a long race, some piece of work for me, but I'm really enjoying myself. Some of the clearances have been world class. The match is being played at tip top level. Thank you, Kasozi. Thank you, Dog City. Thank you, Roxbury. Thank you, Advanced Talent Agency. Joseph Kasozi playing to win a 14th. And if he did, it will be for a fourth game won in succession with the one visit of the table from either of the players. And you don't get better pull than that one. He will not be so happy with the movement of the white ball. Indeed, he intended to have the white ball, play the yellow, and move it right towards near the pocket. The disadvantage was that the right ball did not drift away from the cushion enough. He finds himself having a very sharp cut of the yellow to make, and not having control of the white ball, goes for the bank and misses. This guy, Dog City, knows only one way of playing. It is very, very rare for him to play snooker. Even a game which is looking as bad as this, he will be trying to find a way of making a clearance. The only time I saw him play a very long frame, about 15 minutes, if not 17, the decider between himself and Malova. 2020, the score was the two offensive players did play out a 17-minute frame. This is the longest frame I think I've seen Dog City playing and winning. He only knows one way, and many of the fans, they do think that the way he thinks is the right way. Skillful, talented, imaginative, innovative. Kasozi is skillful, talented, sometimes not as imaginative as Dog City, but a very solid player. This one is seeming like an equalizer. Every time it seems that one player starts to get the grip on the match, maybe running away with it, the opponent finds a way of responding. Talking of responding, this is perfect response. Did lose out 2 quick frames. Dog City has won 2 quick frames of his own. 13, Rashid Wagaba. 13, Joseph Kasozi. 13, Advanced Talent Agency. 13, Roxbury. Race to 21 it is now. A race to 8. Starting to have sight of the end of the match. Maximum number of games left is 15. If we are to go to the decider, Joseph Kasozi needs 8. Rashid Wagaba needs 8. Sometimes the network becomes a little bit tricky. Please accept my apologies, especially those who are watching on YouTube right now. A little bit of a shaky video. It should be sorted, not by myself, but by the network provider in a minute or less. The Facebook video is not affected by the network. So as the network solidifies, if I can borrow that word, maybe those who are watching on YouTube can just shift to Facebook, maybe for this frame, and then I think by the next frame, network issues shall be done. It's just my thought, because sometimes the problem has been happening as that, and then it gets sorted. Next moment, Dog City needs a big shot here. Find the yellow closest to your screen. Will he snooker himself? Yes. Advantage. Kasozi. I normally like to borrow the phrase beautiful but unlucky. Sometimes the shot is so good, but the luck is just missing. The imagination and the execution from Kasozi in that moment, a little while ago, was so good. He was just a little bit unlucky, fouling after playing a shot that good. And if I'm not mistaken, for the first time in maybe the last 2 hours, Dog City is about to lead for the first time since leading 4-1 after the first 5 frames of the match. And there it is Rashid Wagaba 5. Sorry. Rashid Wagaba 14. Joseph Kasozi 13. The YouTube stream has not yet solidified in terms of video quality. So those who are watching on YouTube, for the moment, you can be watching on Facebook. The thing is that Facebook doesn't use high video resolution. So sometimes when the network is a little bit fair on Facebook, it may be good to go. That's why the Facebook stream is clear. The YouTube stream not so much. Those who are watching on YouTube, until the network solidifies, kindly be watching on Facebook for now. The video looks similar, same exact commentary. And the streaming platforms, Break and Finish Live, Facebook and YouTube respectively. Fourteen 13 if you're just joining the stream. The scores as by the scoreboard top of your screen. On the left in red are for the guy on table right now, Joseph Kasozi, who is trying out a combination shot here, which he gets. And you want to get so many better clearances than that. 21 for $1,200 US right here at Kampala Polo Arena. Okay. He has not lost his touch. He's down, but not out. About to equalize again. And there we are. 28 games played. Out of a total of 41, Joseph Kasozi 14. Rashid Wagaba 14. Too tough, too tight, too tense, too close, too competitive. 2 minutes timeout from Dog City. Yes, only 2 minutes. And for the YouTube viewers, I'm using those 2 minutes to restart the video. The Facebook stream is still up and running.